All right, and a welcome here inside of Pizza Man Pub. We are proud to be here with you on Facebook.com and YouTube.com, both /WakeUpCallDT. And we're proud to be here with your Bees. Before we get started with Nick and Kaleb, can we please give Beeville football a round of applause and show them some love here? They deserve it. So, gentlemen, welcome. Nick, I know you've been here for the lacrosse side of things, right? So you know what you know the rapid fire and all that. Kaleb, first time. So welcome. Appreciate you being here.
Thank you for having me.
Why the hat? I gotta ask the hat. Why the hat?
It's kind of just like my personality, so.
It's your personality, okay. What is it about your personality that the bucket hat fit?
It fit well with my hair. I started out with a winter hat.
Okay.
During the winter, and I just kept wearing that, and then decided to switch to a bucket hat. It looked well, people liked it, and it stuck with me.
All right, fair enough. So is it now like a trademark of yours? It's going to stay with you?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. All right. Nick, do you have anything like that or no?
Not really. I kind of just go with normal. Not with a hat like Kaleb.
All right, fair enough. So we have Nick Foster here with us, running back, linebacker, and we have Kaleb Paul, a DB and wide receiver for the Beeville Bees football team. Guys are in season. Bring me into how you felt so far up to this point. I know it's early on in the season, but Nick, we'll start with you on that.
So far this season, we've been putting a lot of work in. We were practicing a lot, and the season finally rolls around, and we're all excited, we're all juiced. And we played our first game last week, which went really well. And now we got our next game tomorrow, and we're just hoping to keep the ball rolling and keep going.
You said playing your first game this past week, to finally get that off your chest, off your belt, off your shoulders, however you want to call it. What was it like to get out there and start the season? Because you hit in practice, you do what you can against your own guys, but when you finally have that moment to go after somebody else where you don't have to ease up on, just what that's like for you.
Yeah, it was a little nerve-wracking at first to just, be getting ready. You got the first game, you got to show what you can do, and as soon as that first whistle hit, we were all ready to go, and it was just good.
Kaleb, now that first game is over, what did you take away from it?
We all worked really well as a team. There's really nothing that can go wrong this season. I'm really excited and pumped, and I can't wait for our next game tomorrow.
You said there's nothing that can go wrong this season. Why do you believe that?
Well, our chemistry is just honestly at its best right now. There are a few things we can work on, but I know we can get through it, and we definitely will do amazing this season.
Coach is going to be on in just a little bit. Coach Carl Sanfilippo. We spent a lot of time together over the years, so I got to ask you, Kaleb, tell me something good about Coach.
Well, he keeps us pumped up. He pushes us to our hardest. He doesn't take the gas off of us. He makes sure we're at our best, and that's what I love the most about him.
Have you had a coach like Coach Sanfilippo in the past, or is he unique to himself?
He's definitely unique.
Definitely unique. Okay, fair enough. What makes him so unique?
Well, just his intensity.
Yeah.
It's just top tier. I would never want a different coach.
Fair enough. I like that. Nick, top that up. Kaleb says he never wants another coach besides Coach Sanfilippo. What can you say about Coach?
I mean, yeah, he's a great coach. He's always holding us to our best. Whenever you mess up, you always go back in, try it again, keep doing it so you get it right. Always making sure you're the best version of yourself. And it's not even on the field, it's on and off the field. Just to make sure you're a good person and a good football player.
Being a good person and not just a good football player, where have you seen yourself improve the most as part of this team?
Well, it's just like, he always preaches to be nice, always respect others. And that's just kind of what I've taken from him. So just to be a better player and a better person in general.
You got a bunch of teammates. Who's the one in practice that talks the most trash? Nick, I want your answer first.
I'm definitely going to have to go with Aiden Green.
Aiden?
Yes.
Okay, why?
He's just always, he's always talking, always saying something. And it's usually he's trying to, get us going.
Okay. Does his trash talk work?
Not really. He's not really good at it.
Okay. He's not good at it. Okay. No. Is there somebody that is good at it?
I mean, I don't really think there's anyone good at it.
Okay. All right. Do you trash talk at all?
No, I don't.
Not at all.
I just play.
Not even in the game.
Nope.
Very quiet. Is that true?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
I never hear him.
Caleb, do you trash talk?
I will occasionally if I get mad.
Okay.
That's for sure.
Okay. Is it ever in practice or just against another team?
Not much in practice. We're all just really having fun in our own zone. But for a game, ref makes a bad call, I'll get a little heated.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Do you have a game that you can go back to where you feel like you were most heated?
I don't really know. I mean,
You know?
I'm
Yeah,
trying to think.
definitely the Corcoran game last year in playoffs.
Oh yeah, that one was yeah, it was fun. It was
That
fun.
that was one where you got into it? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, do you enjoy it, the trash talk? And is Aiden the biggest trash talker? Would you agree with Nick?
Oh, I definitely agree with Nick. Aiden. Yeah.
Nick said he's not good at it. Do you think Aiden's good at it at all or no?
No, he's not.
Okay.
He's not good at it.
All right, fair enough. So, being a part of this team, having some fun with the guys, how would you describe the culture that you go into when you're in practice, Caleb?
Well, we all hang out together. We keep our chemistry going off the field, after games, anything. During practice, we push ourselves to our best. We always go hard for practice, 100%, all speed. Yeah.
Do you have somebody on the team that you think pushes you the most in practice?
Griffin Killian.
Griffin Killian? Okay, why?
Well, he's one of those tall receivers that, as a DB, I love facing. It always gives me a good challenge. Definitely on those one-on-one balls that really he should come down with, but it's just always a guessing game.
What do you think Griffin would say about you if he was on stage right now?
He'd definitely agree that I can definitely guard him. I'm the only one that really can guard him on the team.
Okay.
And it's just fun.
Nick, agree or disagree on that?
I think Griffin will definitely think he's better than you. that he can catch it over you, but whatever
He
you
hasn't
want to
yet, so
All right. Nick, who pushes you the most?
do. Probably Ryan Foot.
Okay, why Ryan?
Well, because he plays line, so he's good at it. So whenever I'm trying to play linebacker, he's always out there pushing me, making sure I do my best.
Do you have one that you prefer? I mean, you get to play on two sides, so running back, linebacker. Do you have one that you would lean on more if you could?
I definitely prefer linebacker better.
Prefer linebacker. Okay, why?
It's just fun. You get to run around, you get to hit people really hard, and make tackles, and it's just a really fun position to play.
Hardest hit that you've ever given?
Wow. I don't know that one. I mean, I've given a few where you could definitely tell I hurt the kid.
Okay. Do you remember the hardest time you've been hit?
Yeah. When I'm playing fullback.
When you're playing fullback. Okay. And what game was it?
CNS.
CNS?
Yeah. There's a few kids on that team that really delivered a blow last year.
Okay. All right. Caleb, do you remember? For you, you said DB is preferred, right?
yeah.
So, do you have a proudest moment as a defensive back up to this point?
Definitely. It was last year, Rome playoff, when I had my 2 interceptions. One was a screen pass where we've never seen it before. There was 4 receivers lined up outside, and I just fit through the blockers and picked it off.
You play receiver, you play DB. I think I know the answer to this, but I'm going to ask it anyways. Would you rather intercept the ball and run it back, or be on offense and catch a touchdown pass?
Intercept the ball and run it back.
Okay. And a pick six for you means blank. How would you describe what that moment's like?
It's definitely surreal. It feels amazing to get a pick six, and it gives so much adrenaline just entering the end zone.
Do you ever look over your shoulder? If you pick a ball off, do you ever look to see if there's anybody there?
Not really, no.
Okay, all right, you just take off.
Yeah.
Nick, for you said you prefer linebacker. So, do you have a linebacker in the NFL right now that you consider to be somebody that you'd like to sit down with someday? Learn from.
Does it have to be like in the NFL now, or can it be anyone?
Could be anybody if you have somebody else.
Because definitely who comes to mind is Ray Lewis.
Ray Lewis? Okay,
Yep.
why?
He was just a guy who you did not want to mess with. He was a hard hitter. He was big, and that's who I'd want to talk to.
Are you a Ravens fan or no?
No, I'm not.
Who are you a fan of?
Washington Commanders.
Washington. Okay. Okay. All right. Washington Commanders. They played my Jaguars this past week. My Jaguars made it a game at the end, and then y'all had to score a touchdown and win the game. So, do you like Carson Wentz?
I have my doubts, but he got us to win week 1, so I'm starting to like him a little better.
Why did you become a Commanders fan?
My dad.
Your dad, has he been a fan forever?
Yeah.
So he was a Redskin fan, then a football team fan,
Yeah.
now a Commander.
Yep.
Okay. So how long have you been a fan? Your whole life, or
My whole
more?
life.
Okay. All right. Have you been to a game?
I have. I went to the Bill Stadium, which I wouldn't recommend being a visiting team at the Bill Stadium.
Probably not. Probably not. They will body slam themselves into tables, so probably not a good thing for a visiting one to go to. Okay, all right. Well, Joe Theismann, who won a Super Bowl with Washington, good friend of mine, so I will tell him there's some Washington here in Central New York. I'm sure he'll appreciate that. Caleb, do you have a team?
Steelers.
Steelers. I heard no woo. There's no woo. It's the first time in a long, because anywhere in Central New York, there's a Steeler fan like under the bar, standing outside, waving in the window. People say whenever you, like any city in America, there's a Steelers bar. You'll find people somewhere. A lot of Bills fans that are here.
Oh yeah.
So I want to gauge the room. Bills fans, get loud for me. One tonight. So who are people fans of? Shout it out. What do we have? Cowboys? Cowboys? Dolphins? What'd you say? Bucks? I heard Bears. Anybody else? Coach, who are you? Do you have one? A team of choice? Titans? Coach, you and I are going to have a conversation when you get up here, okay? We're going to have to talk for a little while. Got to change that. There was one Titan where I lived in Eastwood a bunch of years ago. There was one person that had a Titans flag. And as a Jaguars fan, it made me angry every time I drove by. I had to turn the radio down, slow down, look at them, and then go and proceed. Because there's only like one Titans house, and that was the house. So you are a Steelers fan.
Yes.
Did you like Ben Roethlisberger?
I did.
You did?
He got old quick though.
Okay. Best player on the team right now. There is a correct answer.
Oh.
Very easy answer. Should run it off right now.
Minka.
Mm-mm.
No.
TJ Watt.
TJ Watt, yeah. But he did just get hurt. So.
Yeah, he did get hurt, but I mean, TJ is.
It's TJ Watt, Minka, Najee Harris.
Najee Harris is very good too. So who do you want? Do you want Kenny Pickett now, or do you want Mitch now, Kenny next season?
Kenny next season.
Kenny next season. Okay, all right. You might get your wish. I don't know. We'll see. So, Steelers fan from birth?
At first I didn't really like a team. I mean, my dad's a Titans fan, so.
Why is this happening to me tonight? Your dad's a Titans fan? Is Dad here?
Yeah, he's over there in the corner.
Where's Dad's right here, staying really quiet and mellow, giving me that look like, yeah, Dan, we've beaten you like most days. So I'm gonna throw you a weird statistic to Dad and to you and to all the Titan fans out there. Ridiculous, but anyways. So I did a story a few years ago, and you'll appreciate this, Dad. Jacksonville has not beaten the Titans that much. The Titans have the overall series, right? But if and when Jacksonville does defeat Tennessee, it's never on a Sunday. It's typically when they play on a Thursday, a Monday, or a Saturday game. So not only do they not have the overall, but anytime Tennessee plays Jacksonville on Sunday, doesn't matter where they are, I consider that a loss. So
okay.
I got to check the schedule because I'll be down in Jacksonville for the Colts game because I cover the team 12 years now, so I do all the home games. So the Titans will be there at some point, and I'll I'll have to give Dad a note on the way to that. But I'm okay with Steelers. Steelers I can roll with. I love Pat Fryermuth. If I got a jersey, it would be his. Also, Miles Jack is a former Jaguar. So before we get into rapid fire, gentlemen, I ask you to tell me something good about each other. Kaleb, I want to hear something nice about Nick.
He's an amazing friend, and on the field, he's a great tackler.
Okay. You know what? Friendship's very important, especially the last 2 years. We should notice that. Can we clap up friendship? We need to give friendship some love here. I like that that's how he started it off, that you're a very good friend. Why is he such a good friend?
Well, I've known him since like I was 6, and just ever since then, we've always gotten together. We've always been amazing friends to each other, never fought, and he's always there for me.
Never fought. Is that true?
That is true.
Okay. Why is that?
Well, we're just with each other. We click. We don't really.
Okay.
We're not really different. Like
Similar personalities.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Nick. Tell me something good about Kaleb.
Well, like Kaleb said, we've known each other forever.
Yeah.
Playing football with each other forever. So he has respect for me. I have respect for him. It's just we both push each other, and it's just when something goes wrong, he's always there to help me. If something goes wrong for me, or something goes wrong for him, I'm always there for him. And it's just mutual, like friendship that we will share.
So, people that are there for each other, no matter what. If you lost a bet, would you wear the bucket hat at school for a day?
I would, yeah.
Okay. Then let's do it. Let's make a fair bet here. Come up with something. We'll talk about it. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
So, Baldwinsville has been very, very good to me. I live like down the road and around the corner. And Pizza Man has been incredible. We're here every single month. Coach Sanfilippo and I have known each other for many years now, and I have the utmost respect for Coach, and hopefully you know that, Coach. You could see me through the window here. So I have to ask you, Nick, first, what's the best thing about Baldwinsville, in your opinion?
I'd have to say the pizza.
Okay. You thought he was going to say the people, right? He was like, pizza. So I like that. Not the people, the pizza. All right, okay.
I mean, there's like 4 or 5 pizza places right here.
Right, know where you are right now. Know where you are right now.
And,
What's your favorite thing to get here?
I like the wings.
You like the wings? What kind?
Just regular, mild, or hot wings.
Okay, do you get them extra crispy? No.
No.
Okay.
Just
I do
regular.
extra crispy lemon pepper. Those are very good. And shout out to Luke and Jimmy because they know how to do them like perfectly. All right, Kaleb. Best thing about Baldwinsville?
Has to be my team.
Your team?
Yeah.
Okay. Why? This year's team or just in general?
Just the team that I've grown up with ever since I was young. They've always been amazing friends for me. They've always been there for me, and I love them with all my heart.
Love them with all your heart. I love that. I love the fact that you are unafraid to say that, too, in today's world, that you love everybody out here in your team. So you have, this is the beginning of your season. You have so much coming up. What is it about this year's team that I know you said you believe that this team, sky's the limit. What about the makeup of this team is better even than what you've seen while you've been at Beeville?
Well, a lot of the people that are on this team we grew up with since Pop Warner, and we've been playing together for a while. So we already have that team chemistry that fits perfectly, and we're just amazing together.
Nick, how would you describe this year's team in 3 words?
3 words. Works really hard.
Okay. Normally they could be 3 different words. You just put them all together. I like that. Okay. Kaleb, Paul, Nick Foster, myself, Dan Tortora. We are on site on location for a very special wake-up call. We're on youtube.com and facebook.com/wakeupcalldt. We're with the people here at Pizza Man on 50 Oswego Street in Baldwinsville, New York. We are here every single month. And, of course, Wake Up Call airs Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Time in our normal scheduled broadcast. Before we have your teammate come up and coach, it's time to play rapid fire. Nick, you've seen it. Kaleb, this is all new to you. So, Nick, we're going to have 2 apiece, and I'm putting myself on the hot seat, so you get to ask me too. Nick, you can ask me the first question.
If you were stranded on an island,
You were ready for this. You're like, all right. Normally people are like, you were like, okay, stop talking, Dan, because I got a question. All right, go
so
ahead.
if you were stranded on an island, what are the 3 things you would bring?
I would bring my dog, Lily. So easy. I would bring none of my ex-girlfriends. That's also easy. So I bring Lily. Do I have food or no?
Some food's provided.
Okay, so food is there. So, okay. That's important. So I bring Lily. I'm on a stranded island. I bring Lily. I bring a pen and a pad because I will always be that way with all the technology that I use for the show and all that. If you see me anywhere, I always have a pen and like something to write on. And if you go in my house, I've written on napkins, envelopes, all kinds of stuff. Very important things, but it's like in the moment ideas. So I'd have that. And then my third thing. What else would I bring? I would, on a stranded island, I would probably, you know what, I'd bring a boat so that Lily and I could go out on the water and have some fun, get in with nature, catch some food if we have to. So I'd do that. All right, Nick, my first one for you. Oh, God, so quiet. I love it. Where is your happy place?
My happy place is definitely out on the water.
Out on the water?
Yes.
Okay, why?
Either just laying there fishing, just being out there on the water just calms me down, and I love it.
Have you always been out on the water? Is that something that you've done since you were a kid?
Yeah, I've always been out there, and I just really love it.
Okay, good answer. I like it. So the boat makes sense,
Yeah.
right? Okay. All right, Caleb, what's your first one?
Avengers or DC?
It's the easiest question in the world. Marvel, all day.
Good.
DC
All right.
does not want to make money
Yeah.
or be successful. I don't know why, but I will say the Joker with Joaquin Phoenix was really good.
It was.
Because it was about mental illness and it was about more what's wrong with the system, and it was a very true story that anybody could become the Joker in the right circumstance, which was kind of sad but also eye-opening.
Yeah.
So that was a good movie, but that was off the beaten path. Marvel, and I'm wearing an Iron Man watch right now, and my goatee is for Tony Stark. So Marvel. Okay, so we're gonna keep with Marvel. You can be any one of the superheroes, either currently in the movies or not in the movies yet. Which character would you play in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and why?
Oh, this is easy. Spider-Man. He's always been my favorite. I love Spider-Man. I've seen all the movies multiple times, and just the way the actor is and like how they portray him is just perfect to me.
Do you have a favorite Spider-Man of the three?
Tom Holland.
Okay, I'm going to tell you this because Spider-Man's my favorite, always been my favorite. In The Amazing Spider-Man 2 with Andrew Garfield, I was in that movie
Really?
as an extra during the chase scene in the beginning. And we actually made it, 20 of us of the 200 of us on film. You can see me in the movie come out of the alleyway. Out of everything that I got to do, I had to save a woman, I had to like shield somebody from getting shot. The part that I'm in, I'm walking straight out of the alley and turning my head. And that's my tour de force right now until I do something else. So
There it is.
it's a start. Okay. All right, Nick, go ahead.
So this is kind of a weird question,
I'm ready for it.
but would you rather like have the worst toe stub of your life, like stub your toe?
I've broken my toe when I've hit it before.
Or
Okay.
would you rather have the worst paper cut right in the webbings of your finger?
Give me the toe one. Give me the toe one.
Oh, all day?
Yeah, because I can't deal with paper cuts.
Really?
Yeah, I can't. I don't know what it is. They feel like worse than a bruise.
They do hurt.
It's ridiculous. And you know when you got it. You know when you like put your hand in the bag and you turn just perfectly at the envelope, and you know you're gonna have like a long line on your. It's horrible. And you know what and the thing is, you feel it. It hurts, and then like mysteriously it's gone.
That is true.
It's like it happens, and then you're like, man, is this going to be here for all week? And then a day and a half later, it's completely gone.
Yeah.
All right, Nick, that was an interesting question. That was fun. Okay, what is one thing, if you were a comedian, what's the first thing you would tell a joke about?
I would probably tell a joke about my family and something that's happened, something funny.
Okay. Who in your family would you target the joke with?
Definitely my dad.
Okay. Okay. All right. Why? Can I ask why?
You know, some of the things that I do with him and we do, it's just, they're funny. They're not meant to be funny, but they...
So he's funny on accident?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right, Dad. That's okay. As long as you're funny and you can laugh at yourself, that's what it means, right? A true comedian laughs at themselves first, so it's a good thing. All right, Kaleb, what's your last one?
What's the most expensive thing you've ever bought?
Okay. I bought an engagement ring and I did not marry the person. And it was really expensive, and she kept it because she felt like she deserved it.
Oh,
Wow.
oh,
Wow.
Still waiting for it back. Been broken up for a long time. Statute of limitations are still here. I'm going to send Coach Sanfilippo after you.
oh.
That's scary.
You know what? We're going to send Paul Pascaloni because he's terrifying. So we're going to have to make that happen. So yeah, most expensive thing. She still has it. Don't love you, and I mean that. So, all right, Kaleb. You asked me. I got to answer you honestly. So okay. Wow. Okay. So my final one for you: if you turned into an animal today, and you had to stay that animal for a week, what animal would you love to be, and what animal would you never want to be?
One animal I'd never want to be is definitely a sloth.
Sloth, okay.
And then that I want to be.
You know what you'd never want to be? A person who doesn't give a ring back.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
yeah,
kinda
I hate that. An animal I definitely want to be is a lion.
A lion?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I feel that. Why?
You know, king of the jungle.
It's a good answer. Plain and simple. Kaleb Paul, wide receiver DB, and we have Nick Foster, running back and linebacker. Myself, Dan Tortora. We are not done with the Baldwinsville Bees, and the season has just begun. We're here at Pizza Man, and coming up next, we have part 2 of our special. Ladies and gentlemen, please give these gentlemen a round of applause. We'll be right back.